Committee study of the Central Intelligence Agency's Detention and Interrogation Program is a report compiled by the bipartisan United States Senate Select Committee on Intelligence, the SSCI, about the Central Intelligence Agency's Detention and Interrogation Program and its use of torture during interrogation in government bulletins on detainees in CIA custody. The more than 6,700-page report, including 38,000 footnotes, details the history of the CIA's detention and interrogation program, the committee's 20 findings and conclusions. On December 9th, 2014, the SSCI released a 525-page portion consisting of key findings and an executive summary of the full report. Today's summary: Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, held in Pakistani custody, provides limited information rendered to CIA custody at detention site COBALT. The capture of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed was attributable to a single CIA source who first came to the CIA's detention in the spring of 2001. The source, redacted, led the CIA and Pakistani authorities directly to Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. KSM was held in Pakistani custody from the time of his capture on March 1st of 2003 to March, redacted, 2003, and was interrogated by CIA officers and Pakistani officials. According to CIA records, while in Pakistani custody, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed was subjected to some sleep deprivation, but there are no indications of other coercive interrogation techniques being used. While Khalid Sheikh Mohammed denied knowledge of attack plans and the locations of Osama bin Laden and Ayman al-Zawahiri, he did provide limited information on various al-Qaeda leaders and operatives who had already been captured. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed's willingness to discuss operatives when confronted with information about their capture, behavior noted by CIA officers on site in Pakistan, was a recurring theme throughout Khalid Sheikh Mohammed's subsequent detention and interrogation in CIA custody. The cable from CIA headquarters did not require that non-coercive interrogation techniques be used first. On March, redacted, 2003, 2 days before KSM's arrival at the detention site, CIA headquarters approved an interrogation plan for KSM. According to CIA records, interrogators began using the CIA's enhanced interrogation techniques at detention site COBALT a few minutes after the questioning of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed began. KSM was subjected to facial and abdominal slaps, the facial grab, stress positions, standing sleep deprivation with his hands at or above his head level, nudity, and water dousing. Chief of Interrogators, blank, also ordered the rectal rehydration of KSM without a determination of medical need, a procedure that the Chief of Interrogators would later characterize as illustrative of the interrogator's total control over the detainee. At the end of the day, the psychologist on site concluded that the interrogating team would likely have more success by avoiding confrontations that allow KSM to transform the interrogation into battles of will with the interrogator. KSM's reporting during the first day in CIA custody included an accurate description of a Pakistani-British operative, which was dismissed as having been provided during the initial throwaway stage of information collection when the CIA believed detainees provided false or even worthless information. March 5th, 2003 and March 6th of 2003, while he was still at detention site COBALT, KSM was subjected to nudity and sleep deprivation. On March 5th, 2003, KSM was also subjected to additional rectal rehydration, which, redacted, described as helping to clear a person's head and effective in getting KSM to talk. On March 6, 2003, redacted, adopted a softer Mr. Rogers persona after the interrogation team concluded that the CIA's enhanced interrogation techniques had caused KSM to clam up. During this session, KSM was described as more cooperative, and the day's interrogation was deemed the best session held to date by the interrogation team. During this period, KSM fabricated information on an individual who he described as the protector of his children. That information resulted in the capture and CIA detention of 2 innocent individuals.
The CIA officer in charge of interrogations after 9/11 is speaking for the very first time. In a 60 Minutes interview, Jose Rodriguez of Puerto Rico tells Leslie Stahl about waterboarding the man who planned 9/11. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed was strapped to a board, tilted head down, a cloth placed over his face, and water poured over his mouth to give the sensation of drowning. But Rodriguez tells Stahl that Mohammed was tough. They had to pour the water more than 180 times.
This is an individual who probably didn't give a rat's ass about having water poured on his face.
He never believed for 1 second you were going to kill him.
No. And let me just tell you, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed would use his fingers to count the number of seconds because he knew that in all likelihood we would stop at 10. So this doesn't sound like a person who is afraid of dying.
If he's sitting there counting off, he knows you're not going to kill him, he knows he's not going to drown, then why do it? What's the point?
I think that the cumulative effect of waterboarding and sleep deprivation and everything else that was done eventually got to him.
So what happens? Does he break down? Does he weep? Does he fall apart?
No, he gets a good night's sleep. He gets his Ensure. By the way, he was very heavy and when he came to us, and he lost 50 pounds.
What, his Ensure? You mean like people in the hospital who drink that stuff?
Yes. Dietary manipulation was part of these narrative techniques.
So sleep deprivation, dietary manipulation, I mean, this is Orwellian stuff. The United States doesn't do that.
Well, we do.